Okay, we're all set.
Alrighty. We'll now begin our annual board business meeting, beginning with an update on board and public health and pharmacy formulary advisory committee appointments, reappointments with executive director, Runyon.
Executive Director Runyon. Good morning, everybody. I'll give a brief update here. We'll start out with some background information on these appointments. So typically your agencies, boards, and commissions will have one of two routes for confirmation for appointments or reappointments. It would be a Senate or non-Senate position. So for non-Senate positions, these occur on a rolling administrative timeline. Average timeline is probably about 6 to 8 weeks from recommendation to appointment. For the Senate confirmed positions, the timeline is obviously tied to the legislative calendar. So depending on the time of year, appointments must be confirmed either during an active legislative session or during specific scheduled legislative committee days. Therefore, for the final opportunity for Senate confirmed positions for 2026, that would be this upcoming September. The Senate confirmation timeline will come into play because I'm working on a public member appointment for the board that will need to be Senate confirmed. As far as the PFAC updates, these are non-Senate positions. Through my partnership with OMB, I was able to find and recommend an appointment for a vacant member position. I submitted new recommendation for a pharmacist member position that was not available for reappointment. And then I submitted 2 reappointment recommendations for the pharmacist and a physician position. I did get confirmation from OSVN last week that they included a blurb about the APRN position in their June newsletter. So I'll keep an intermittent eye out on those applications as they come in. Hopefully to get someone locked in before the PFAC's next regularly scheduled meeting in September or sooner, should there be a need for an emergency meeting to review any updated guidelines published by the West Coast Health Alliance for respiratory vaccines for the upcoming 26-27 season. Just thought that would be a good opportunity to assuage any concerns from inquiring minds as to whether or not it's on my radar. So I'm sure you have that all mapped out with some cocktail napkins behind the curtains. And as far as the board updates go, first we have new RPH board members slated to be confirmed by the Senate this Monday, 6:15. I'll be traveling down to Salem to attend that. And then second, as mentioned, have a few options on this board to fill a vacant public member position. I've sent out some emails and I'm in the process of scheduling a quick cursory interview with a couple of candidates in hopes of solidifying a formal recommendation before that September deadline. And that's all I have as far as board and feedback updates. President, let's turn back to you.
Does anybody have any questions on that?
Board Member Kirkbrand, I do have one question. So how many members do we currently have attending meetings on the PFAC as of today?
We're full.
So the members are still
functioning
until replaced.
We're down 1 position.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Ready? So we'll now go back to Gary for the review of the board election process. Excuse me, Executive Director Runyon. Sorry.
Answer to a lot of things, Rich. Executive Director, bear with me. I'll read this script here. It might be a little dry, but each year the board is directed by ORS 689-185 to elect officers for president and vice president to serve 1-year terms. Board members may nominate any board member for each office at the request of the current president. Pursuant to ORS 689-185 Paragraph 1, the State Board of Pharmacy shall meet at least once every 3 months to transact its business. One such meeting held during each fiscal year of the state shall be designated by rule as an annual meeting and shall be for the purpose of electing officers and for the reorganization of the board. And I'll go over some of the duties of the president and vice president. The president may administer oaths in connection with the duties of the board. The president shall preside at all meetings of the board and shall be responsible for the performance of all of the duties and functions of the board required or permitted by the chapter. The president of the board shall have power to call special meetings subject to ORS 689-185 when it may be deemed necessary or upon request of a majority of members. And the president represents the board to media, legislature, governor's office, and interested parties as needed. The vice president, if the president is absent or unable to preside, shall preside. The vice president may administer oaths in connection with the duties of the board, and the vice president may represent the board in the absence of the president. The board will nominate and vote on the vice president positions first, followed by the president position. The process begins. Board members, please raise your hand and verbally nominate a board member. After all nominations are made, voting will be in alphabetical order by last name. The current board president will count the votes, and the nominee with the most votes will be appointed. If there's a tie or revote, for the top two candidates will occur until the tie is broken. Newly appointed board president and vice president terms begin on 7/1/2026. And President Joyce will now call for the nominees for vice president.
All right, so I will now accept nominations for the. Oh, just 1 second. We're all anxious to vote here. I will now accept the nominations for board vice president. If a board member accepts a nomination, each candidate will have some time to express their interest to the board prior to voting. So I'll just go around and see who we nominate. Board member Kirkbride, you nominate your nomination for vice president.
I'd like to nominate board member Kroger.
Member Patel.
The board, not every person has to nominate someone, just for.
Okay. Does anyone else want to? I wanted to go around and I wanted to make sure we're a democracy. We're a democracy. Right?
Nominate board member Kroger.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So did you take back these with me? Okay.
Okay. Any
I
other
withdraw my
nominations?
nomination.
There's 3 spots here for VP nominations, but okay. Is there any other nomination requests or any other nominations for VP? No? Okay.
Staff Member Melvin, so for the record, Vice President Kirkbride, did you want to remove your nomination?
Do you like to be on the record, Kat? Oh, I will. Okay. So I'll keep my nomination. So I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask right now. Do you accept your nomination for vice president?
Board member Kroger accepts.
Okay. Do you want to speak as to why you want to be vice president?
Thank you, Board President Joyce. Board member Kroger, thank you for the nomination. Board member Kirkbride, Chin. I believe serving as a board member on the Oregon Board of Pharmacy is one of the highest honors any pharmacist can participate in, and I appreciate the chance to be able to serve as vice president. Organizing the meetings, ensuring transparency within how our board operates to the public, and encouraging all board members to share their points of view, whether they are in agreement or disagreement. And I would love the opportunity to continue and serve in that manner. So thank you.
Thank you. All right. Is there a motion to move to elect board member Kroger as the board vice president? Board member Smith. Is there a second?
Board member Chin.
Okay, board president Joyce, yes. Board vice president Kirkbride.
Yes.
Board member Chin.
Yes.
Board member Hall.
Yes.
Board member Kroger. Yes to vote. Okay. Board Patel.
Yes.
Board Pinheiro.
Yes.
Board Smith.
Yes.
Congratulations, motion passes. You're now vice president. For the coming year. And in a little bit. Okay. So I will now set nominations for board president again. Okay, board member Chin, who do you nominate?
Vice President Amy Kirkbride.
Excellent. Any other nominations? Okay. Go ahead. You have a.
Accept the nomination.
Okay, thank you. And
Thank you, Board Member Chin, for the nomination. It's actually been a very good learning experience serving as Vice President this past year and serving on the board the last 2 years. I would say I have been humbled by what I don't know and have been really open to learning more and listening more, and I feel like I have a good working knowledge of running the meetings, keeping us on the great path we're on for efficiency in our meetings, having voices heard, working collaboratively with staff, and continuing to move not only our working group forward, but moving our state forward for our practice here for pharmacists in Oregon. I am a lifelong Oregonian, and being on the board of pharmacy has been a great professional accomplishment, but being board president is also something I have longed to achieve, and so this would be a great honor to serve you in that way, and I look forward to it. Thank you.
thank you. Is there a motion to move to elect Board Member Kirkbride as the board president?
So moved, Board Member Kroger.
Is there a second?
Second, Board Member Chin.
President Joyce, yes. Board Vice President Kirkbride?
Yes.
Board Member Chin? Board Member Hall? Board Member Kroger?
Yes.
Board Member Pinedo?
Yes.
Hall?
Yes.
Board Member Smith?
Yes.
Motion passes. Board Member Kirkbride has been elected to board president for the coming year. Thank you.
I think this is going to lead to a lot more Kroger preparation.
I know.
We're down for it. We're down for it.
Kirker. Awesome. So we will now recognize, congratulations to you, by the way. We will now recognize outgoing board member Priyal Patel. A lot of things going on. Okay. So, Priyal was appointed to the Oregon Board of Pharmacy on 7/1/2022. For the past 4 years, Priyal's contributions have helped further the practice pharmacy, improve patient access to quality pharmacy care, and increase patient safety for Oregonians. Here are just a few things of a few of Priyal's accomplishments, board activities during her tenure on the board. It's a lengthy list. So, implemented legislative mandates and adopted OARs to improve equity and pharmacy services, such as 2022 House Bill 4096, out-of-state volunteer pharmacists, House Bill 4034, which allows pharmacy intern to transfer drug-containing pseudoephedrine or ephedrine to persons 18 years old or older without prescription. State Bill 450, which exempts labeling requirements, drug intended to reverse opioid overdose when drug is dispensed by a healthcare provider. Then State Bill 1043, which requires hospitals and other specified facilities to provide substance use disorder treatment to specified patients upon discharge of at least 2 doses of opioid overdose reversal medication and necessary medical supplies to administer medication. House Bill 2395 allows specified persons to distribute and administer short-acting opioid antagonists and distribute kits. House Bill 4002, Section 639, which allows pharmacists to prescribe and dispense early refills of medication for opioid use disorder under specified conditions established PPO law. State Bill 1506, which allows the pharmacist to test and prescribe, dispense, and administer treatment for and treat a certain virus, SARS-CoV-2. State Bill 1552 for criminal conviction determination process. State Bill 236, Section 18 opioid use disorder medication prescription changes, which establish new divisions 115, the pharmacist 120 interns and preceptors, COPT and PT, board admin, and division 104 universal rules and PPK rules. The PFAC protocols adopted, under her were, for contraception, COVID-19, antiviral PrEP, travel medications, STI PrEP, short-acting opioid antagonist, SARS-CoV-2 antiviral, continuation of therapy, early refills, non-controlled opioid use disorder medications, standard protocols for all vaccines, chikungunya medications for opioid use disorder, chikungunya, added continuous glucose monitors and associated supplies and epinephrine to formulary compendium. She participated in 2 executive director recruitments, served on the following OBOP rules advisory committees, work groups, that's right. Safe pharmacy practice conditions that you participated in, and drug compounding. Okay. Material's contributions to discussions and decisions have been valuable in our progress and fulfilling our mission. Her presence on the board will be missed, and we wish her all the best in her next chapter. On behalf of the Oregon Board of Pharmacy and staff, thank you for your dedicated service to the board and to the citizens of Oregon. Thank you. Hey, we have a wonderful talk for you. It's a wonderful. Very fancy.
Yeah, so if you guys could step to the side of that screen, if you're over there. You want to ask? Yeah, we don't.
Thank goodness Rachel is on it.
Bert Uber.
We all?
Nobody knows what that is.
Thank you.
Yeah. For the record, Kat has to take off.
Okay, so she's leaving the meeting at
Meeting at
9:50.
9:50.
Okay. And then President Joyce, if any other board members would like to speak, or if Board Member Patel would like to speak, there's an opportunity for that as well.
Thank you, Mayor Kirkbride, I just wanted to add on, I'm particularly grateful as a native daughter of the Southern Oregon coast for Board Member Patel's voice for rural Southern Oregon pharmacies and citizens has been so strong. So we're going to miss that because it's really rare to come across. First of all, there's hardly any people in Curry County. And then to have great pharmacists from Curry County on the board is wonderful. So, thank you for bringing that voice to our group.
Thank you, Carol. Yeah, I really have appreciated your time here and you know, to listen to your perspective, you know, as a business owner and coming from that area as well. I mean, you represented that region really well, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Board member Carter would also like to add, it's been a pleasure to serve alongside of you in this role. I think how you challenged the group's thoughts and spoke up for what you believed in is incredibly commendable, and I hope that we continue to foster that spirit within our group of challenging each other's ways of thinking, and the impact that you have, not just on Oregonians, is felt nationally. You know, when you look at the practice of pharmacy and in the regulatory space that we work in here at the board, decisions that we make here and ideas that we have here aren't just felt here in Oregon. While you have impacted Oregonians and have represented the state in a wonderful way, it is felt across the nation, and you should feel very proud of the work that you've done to protect the welfare of the people here and impact the practice of pharmacy on a larger scale. Thank you so much for your time being here.
Thank you.
Kind words.
All right. I guess we can adjourn. Is there anything else? There is no one signed up for public comment. So let's see. Let's go ahead and if you have any notes, go ahead and make copies, or if you want, or submit them, email them to Rachel Melvin. Is there anything else on the agenda that we should address before we adjourn? No?
Not that I'm aware of. Executive Director Runyon?
Executive Director on now, anything else? Aside from, I spoke a little bit yesterday, about Board Member Patel, and I obviously don't have anything planned for today, but I do think a lot about legacy, about my legacy and the imprint that I'll leave when I leave here. And if we kind of zoom out 20 years from now, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like 20 years from now, I would venture to say no one that's sitting at these tables right now will be sitting at this table other than Joe Ball. I think for that long, 20 years from now, none of us will be here, right, at this table. And so I think about the imprint that we'll leave behind. And nothing that we do here is possible or would have been possible without the people before us. So we're part of that mosaic. And I just wanted to say that Board Member Patel, you will have forever left an indelible imprint upon what we do here in Oregon, and then what every other board member and PPAC member will do after you leave. So just know that your impact will forever remain, and I hope that you continue to have that same sort of impact in whatever you do after this, and I look forward to hearing about it and participating in it.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, here we go. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting at 9:55 a.m.?
Moved. Board member, soon to be president, Kirk.
I'm Board Member Patel.
Board President Joyce, yes. Board Vice Director Craig.
Yes.
Board Member Hall. Board Member Kroger.
Yes.
Board Member Pinheiro.
Yes.
Board Member Smith. Yes. Okay. Motion passes. Thank you, everyone. In a couple months.